Victory, so fight, 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 fight!
There's no need to ask Ball State's Maddy Labrador what she's hitting. You won't necessarily get a straight answer.
We've been winning, so I hate talking about myself.
Well, we can tell you it's better than 500 in conference play. But she doesn't know that, at least not offhand.
I can tell you that as the season's progressed, I've gotten on base more. Like the more that I can get on base as leadoff hitter, the more runs that we can score, the higher potential that we can win each ball game.
So basically, she's a coach's dream.
I think some of it was luck or divine intervention or whatever you want to call it, but we're sure glad she's here.
And so is Maddy, now on her third school in 4 years. But it's not that she was chased away from the others. It's that she was chasing something found here.
I felt as a player that I was settling. That's it. I just felt that I was settling, and I wanted more for myself. That's all.
The infielder began her career at D2 South Carolina Aiken, transferring to junior college after a sophomore season spent injured. It was there at South Carolina Methodist where she turned heads, noticed by Ball State coaches at Junior College Nationals.
I got a phone call from Jenny, and she's like, Meg, I want this kid. She's going to be great. I think she's going to be a stud. And I'm like, okay, let's go get her.
Oh, she's a stud, all right. 517 in conference, couple of home runs, 7 RBI, and a team-leading 15 hits. A self-made superstar, if there ever was one.
We'd have night games in high school. We had lights at the field. So after our games, I would stay and I would hit until about 2 a.m. and the field lights would be on. And people that lived across the street didn't like that because it would keep them awake. And actually would get the cops called on me a good bit from that.
She's giving the rec people a run for their money. She loves being in those cages. She's a leader and she's a gym rat. Like that kid's gonna swing until her hands bleed. You know, she'll run through walls for you.
And she'll fight for you. Someone who was basically told she wasn't good enough for her travel team growing up, but who promised herself she'd make it.
That year that I stopped playing for that travel ball team and really wanted to start becoming my best, I actually wrote in a journal. I was about 14. I was writing down my goals, and I can distinctly remember writing down play Division I softball. That was placed in my heart for a reason, and it had been on my heart ever since that day. And eventually, I got back to pursuing that. I was able to have a second chance with pursuing that by going JUCO and then here. So I'm very fortunate for that.
Yeah, and so is Ball State. Joel Godet, Ball State All Access, and BallStateSports.com.